Hey, this is Tina from Tina's Love of Crochet. Today I'll be showing you how to do a basic granny square. I'm going to show you the simplest possible versions. I'll show you a couple of alternatives to some stitches in between and some cheats on how to join and fasten in tails as you go as well. So I'm just using 8-ply yarn and a 4.5mm hook. Okay, so we are starting with, as you can see, we need to start here, and I like to call it a 4-leaf clover. So we're starting here with this 4-leaf clover. In a magic ring, you can do a chain 5 and join with a slip stitch to the first chain to make a ring, but I'm going to show you how to do the magic ring. Okay, so getting started. So to do the magic ring, you want to hold your tail, and I'm going to wrap it around my 2 fingers and just put a cross over at the back there. Now with the hook facing down, you want to go under this bottom one and over the top one. Drag that top one out, and then you're going to straighten up your hook so it's facing up. Put a little twist in it, and then you will chain one with your working yarn from there, which can be a bit fiddly. Takes a few times to practice till you get it right. So chain one from there, and then you have your ring, which is adjustable. And I'm just going to pull a little bit tighter to start. So with your ring, you want to make sure you're taking the tail around with you, making sure you're working over both the tail and the ring at the same time, otherwise it won't pull at the end. Okay, so to start off, we are chaining 3. Now this is going to count as one of your double crochet posts. So we are doing, so once we've done the 3, we need to do 2 more to make one of those leaves of the 4-leaf clover. Okay, so now I have 2 more double crochets and the chain 3, which makes 1, 2, 3 posts. Now we're going to make a corner with a chain 2. That's your first corner. So pull some yarn out. Now we're going to do another 3 double crochets into the ring. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, then we're going to put another 2 chains in. So that's 2 corners so far. All right, 3 more double crochets into the ring. 1, 2, 3, and chain 2. And last one, 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we can pull this ring closed. We need to add the last 2 chains to make that last corner. 1, 2. So as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, and this will be 4. So we pull that nice and tight. Now I'll just show you a cheat one we're going to join. So we need to find the first double crochet of the round, which is this one here. So that's our first chain. You separate them. Okay, there's our first double crochet. Follow it up to find its stitch. There's our second double crochet. All right, so we need to actually slip stitch and get to the corner to join to start our new round. So we are going to slip stitch into the first double crochet, not the top of the chain. Some people do that, but I don't think it's necessary. So I'm slip stitching into the top of the chain, the top of the double crochet here, and I'm using the tail as well. And this is going to sew it in as we go. So slip stitch with the tail and the working yarn. That's once. And again, into the next one. So the second double crochet, 2. And now we are slip stitching into the chain space, the first corner, 3. So that is where we start. Okay, I am going to still use those 2 yarns, hopefully there's enough, to start my new round, which starts with a chain 3. And I'm gonna, actually I'll drop that now. That's enough to sew in. So 2 more chains, 2 and 3. Okay, so that's going to count as our first double crochet. So now we need to make a corner. Now corner consists of 3 double crochets, 2 chains and 3 double crochets. So we've got to put all that into this corner space. So we've got the one pretending to be a 1 double crochet. Now we're doing the second one and 3. So it's actually just 2 double crochets, but 3 posts, chain 2, and now another 3 double crochets back into that corner space. Like that. Now this tail is good to go. You can chop that off and not worry about it again. Okay, so now we need to put corners in all of those other 3 corners. So we're doing all of this exactly the same into this corner, and this corner. Okay, so I will pop those in. So 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 2 chains and 3 more double crochets into the corner space. Okay, that's another corner done. Now we're jumping right over to the next corner, doing the same thing. 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and 1 more to go into that one. Jump right over, starting 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 2 chains, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we need to join because we've done our 4 corners. So we're joining over to here. Again, some people like to join to the top of the chain 3. I don't think it's necessary, so I'm joining straight into the middle post, the first double crochet of the round. Right up there, find that V of your stitch, make sure you're getting the 2 loops, and slip stitch once. Now we're going to slip stitch again into the next double crochet, and we're quietly making our way over to the corner so we can start our new round. See, nice and flat, no one's seen anything. Okay, now we're going to start a new round. I've been starting with the chain 3, but I am now going to show you how to start with a standing double crochet so that you don't have to start with a chain 3, and it actually will be a double crochet. And then the join at the end will be a little bit different. So I'll show you how to start with this one. So what we do, we pull up a big loop about the size of a double crochet. And what you do is you have to hold your finger on here so it doesn't escape. Now you're wrapping your hook around that yarn like so. You see that? I've wrapped it around. Now that is your yarn over for your double crochet. So you are going to now complete one. So you go into your stitch, pull out your loop like normal. Now you've got to keep holding onto that loop there, and you're going to pull through 2, and now you can let go, pull through 2, and as you can see, it's a double crochet and no chain. Blends in lovely. So now we can do 2 more double crochets to complete this corner. 2 more, chain 2. So we've got 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 chains and another 3 double crochets in the corner. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we actually have an edge space to work into. All right, so some people like to put chain 1s in here, but just for ease, and I don't like putting them in there. I like a more closed up granny square. I don't put any chains in here, so it just has a gap anyway that you can work into. So we are jumping straight over to this gap, and we're putting just 3 double crochets into that edge space. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've done that 1 edge space there. Now we're over to the next corner, which we do our corner sequence, which is 3, 2, 3. 3 double crochets, 2 chains, and 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have another edge space here. So make sure you don't jump straight over the corner. Fill up that edge first, edge gap, with 3 double crochets only. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're at the corner. We do our corner sequence. 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 chains, 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. Another edge space, 3 double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3. Final corner, jump straight over. 3, 2, 3 in the corner. 3 doubles, 2 chains, 3 doubles. Okay, and we've got to fill up that last edge space. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we are joining into our first double crochet because we did a standing double crochet. So you want to grab it and make sure you can find those 2 loops because they do look a bit funny sometimes. All right, so there's our first double crochet there. There's our 2 loops up the top. Pop your hook in there and slip stitch. So we're slip stitching 4 times in a row now. 1, 2. In the next one, 3. So that's the 3 doubles and 1 more in the chain space. 4. Okay, then we can start again. So now we have 2 edge spaces to work into. See, it is growing. So we're going to put our corner in here, our 3 doubles in here, our 3 doubles in this one, corner in this one, and so on. So I'm going to show you that standing double crochet again. So we pull up a big loop, we hold our finger on there for dear life, and we wrap it around. So that's our yarn over into our stitch, pull out our loop, still holding on for dear life, pull through 2 and pull through 2. There we go, standing double. So that's 1, 2, 3, 2 chains, 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to pause, make my way around. Actually, before I do that, let's show you those 2 edge spaces now. So 3 in here, 1, 2, 3, jump straight over to the next one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've filled that up. Now we're at a corner. So you do your corner sequence, which is a 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2 chains. 1, 2, 3, and work your way around till we get to the other end. I will come back when I'm here and show you how to join. Okay, so I've made it round to here. I have one more edge space to do. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we just need to do the join, which is back here in that first standing double crochet. So find those 2 loops again, wiggle your way through and slip stitch. Okay, now I'm going to stop here and show you how to change colors. So from here we would chain 1, cut the yarn and pull it through to fasten off. Okay, but I am going to use my other square and change colors. Okay, so here is the square from before, and I have slip stitched into the first standing double crochet to join. Now I have my tail here, so what I do for a cheat way of sewing in your ends, because there's going to be so many if you're changing colors all the time, I have just woven, I'll just do this and weave it through all the stitches until I get round the corner. So I'm just doing that using my hook, coming back the other way, so it's like sewing but you know with a hook. Grab it and just do a few of those so that when you're working the next round it's going to fasten it in those gaps, in those corner spots, and you can then cut it off at the end. So I'm just going to do a few more so that it's going to be stuck in there like that. Okay, that will save me sewing in another end later. All right, and I have done that with all of these colors, sewn them in as we go. As you can see, there's none there. All right, so we are going to attach the blue, and I'm going to start over. You can start in any corner. I'm just going to start over here. Okay, so I'm just going to pull my loop through. Okay, and chain 1 to fasten that in. Pull everything tight. Okay, now I'm going to start this one with a standing double crochet again. Again, you can start with chain 3 if you wanted to, but I like to do the standing. So pull up a big loop, wrap it around so that's your yarn over, into your stitch and back out. I should say into the chain space. All right, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, that's the first one done. Now, because I'm lazy, again, sewing in the ends. We need to get rid of this blue one. So what I do, start with my yarn over. I hold this out of the way. I'm going to go in. Now, when I come back out, I'm pulling both yarns out. So pull out and finish your stitch. Pull through 2, pull through 2. Like that. Now I'm going to start it with the second yarn as well, the 2 yarns in. Now when I get to here, I'm dropping that tail and finish your stitch with 1 piece of yarn. Pull through 2, pull through 2. Now I have 3 double crochets there, so I've got to finish that corner. Chain 2, another 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now that tail is sewn in nicely, we can chop it off right there and continue on our merry way with our edges. Now, as you can see, this one has more edges, so we got 1, 2, 3 edges to fill up here. Okay, so we're putting 3 double crochets in our edges, and that's all. 3 there. Jump to the next one. 3 in here. Jump to the next one. 3 in here. Okay, jump straight to our corner now. As you can see, that yarn is getting eaten up into the corner. So put the corner sequence in, which is 3, 2, 3. 3 doubles, 2 chains, 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3, and yep, our little tail is still there, so it's going to get eaten up in there and in there, and then I'm going to tuck it into there as well, so that's lots of spots. It gets stuck in, and that can be cut off at the end as well. 1, 2, 3 in our edge, another 3, 1, 2, 3 in the edge, and tuck that over like that. That's the last tuck of the tail. 2, 3, so I'm dropping that away now into the corner and continue on your merry way. 3, 2, 3 in the corner, 3 doubles, 2 chains, 3 doubles, 1, 2, 3. Fill up those edges, 3 in there, 3 in there, 3 in there. Corner sequence, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, and I'll meet you back around here to join. Okay, so now I am back here with one more edge space to do. 3 double crochets into there. Okay, and we need to join to the first standing double crochet there. Again, if you had your chain 3, you would join to the first double crochet, which is the middle post. So you would only do 3 slip stitches in a row. That's if you're not changing color. If you're changing color, you just do 1 slip stitch and fasten off, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm finding that top of that double crochet, that standing double crochet, find that V, get those 2 loops. I think I've got too many there. Like that, and slip stitch. I'm going to chain 1, grab my scissors, leave a bit of length, fasten off, and pull that chain 1 all the way through. Pull it tight. And this is what I would do because I'm adding another color. I would weave in again, just in and out of the stitches, so that when you're adding the next color, that's going to get trapped in there. And you don't have to worry about another end, because that is honestly the worst part of doing granny squares, is sewing in your ends. So if you can eliminate them as you go, it will be a much more enjoyable joining experience. In and out, in and out. So I'm just going in the top of the stitches like you would normally work a stitch, and just pulling it in and out. I'll just go around one corner, around one edge, so I know it's not going to go anywhere. Like that. And more. Oh, and I have to end up on the other side, so back, put it at the back. Okay. All right, so now we can flip it over and we can cut off that start of the blue, which is here, and that green, which I've sewn in, which is there, and I leave that one there till I've done the next color, and that's trapped in there and it's not pulling anywhere. And then once I've done that next color around it, then I can chop it off once it's secured. And that is how we do a granny square. Okay, so yeah, you can either start with a magic ring or a chain 5 and slip stitch to join. And if you're not changing colors, at the end of each round, you're just going to do those slip stitches to get to your corner and start again. But if you are changing colors, just do the 1 slip stitch, fasten off, and start your new color in any corner. Thank you for watching.